Hi, I'm Brooks All with Athens Bible School. I'd like to welcome you to this video introduction of our robots' functions and how they are accomplished using Simulink. We had our largest team this year of 26 members, 4 of which worked on the Simulink programming. This is our program for Bet the Farm. As you can see, it is divided into 4 sections. One for the driving section, which allows us to move the robot left, right, forward, and backwards. We have the scoop subsection that allows us to move our scoop up and down and harvest different crops. We have our produce organizer that allows us to grab organize the lettuce and tomatoes before they go into the produce stand. And we have our individual different servos that operate the back gate, the seed planter, and the lettuce harvester. This is our driving section. It allows us to maneuver the robot around the field. We use the joysticks to move the motors. The left joystick is for full speed and the right is for precision. We reuse the same code for each joystick but applied a different constant. Within the arcade driving component is the mixing of the signals. The motors are mounted in opposite directions, so we use a negative gain on one to make sure that they move together. Moving the joystick side to side makes the robot turn. 7 up and 7 down control the scoop. We also added an 8 up button to counteract gravity. When 8 up is pushed, the motors are biased by 30 to keep the scoop from falling. At the end is a gain of -1 for one of the motors. This is because the motors are mounted in opposite directions. The produce organizer is used to keep the lettuce and tomatoes separate so that they can be placed in the proper sides of the produce stand. The organizer has 3 positions. Every time the 5 up button is pushed, the servo motors move to the next position. The latch keeps the servo in the desired position without holding the button down. The 3-point positioning component uses a second latch to change the direction of motion every 2 button presses. The final section of code is the latch delayed servos. They control the back gate, seed planter, and lettuce harvester. Each time the button is pushed, the servo swings to the opposite side. This allows for a full 120 degrees of motion with the servos. We use this component for each servo because they all perform the same motion, even if they operate different functions. For example, the back gate opens and closes so we can transport corn, the seed planter allows us to plant the seed pods into their respective holes, and the lettuce harvester allows us to obtain and plant lettuce into the produce bin.